Hey everyone, this is Sanyukta Saxena. Welcome back to another session with me, and we will be furthering our journey on tangles issued by CZTs. We have already learned quite a few tangles, new tangles issued by CZTs. Some of you or many of you may be already using those tangles, but it may be new to many more. So today we will be learning two more tangles. The first tangle that we are going to be learning today is called Bilt. It is kind of a border tangle or ribbon style tangle, but you can use it in many different ways. Space is never a constraint as far as Zentangle patterns are concerned. So let's start with Bilt. Bilt is a tangle by CZT Sanyukta, and it starts with this V shape. Now if you are having a problem placing where this V, so you can always draw a reference line like this, but that's optional so that you don't shift the center. And then again the next V, again two perpendicular lines, again the next V, again two perpendicular lines, next V, then perpendicular lines, next V. That's how the tangle Bilt goes. It has a nice woven kind of a look, so you can use it as a border ribbon. I've also used it differently to give the look of a basket because of its woven look. That's how the tangle goes. Now if you have to shade it, naturally these sections where lines seem to be going under, you can always highlight these sections and they will look like it's a knit or a woven kind of a thing. So just highlight these places where lines are going under, and you can see how beautiful the tangle is. It's purely line based, nothing else required, and it looks beautiful. The next tangle that we will be learning today is called Soluna. It's a tangle by CZT Sanyukta, and it is very simple to draw, purely orb based. So I have drawn a very small orb here. I'm going to aura it, and then I'm going to add one more orb, and then add some lines inside. You can draw straight lines, you can draw curved lines, and then I'm going to add one more aura, kind of a semicircle there, right? And when you shade it generally here, so that the aura almost looks like a shadow, like this. It's a very simple tangle to draw, but looks pretty nice. So one small circle, another aura, one more aura but at a little distance. Add these lines. You can give a slight curve to the lines, and then just add another semicircle aura on one side, and then this is the general way to shade it. Tangle Soluna. So these are the two new tangles that we have learned today. So let's get started with our tile where we'll use these tangles. So let's first add a border, but it's optional. If you don't want to, you can do away with the border. So with a sense of gratitude and appreciation towards this beautiful art form and the relaxation that it gives you, in such a simple way, such an easy way, de-stress yourself. Now what I'm going to do is, somewhat from here, the center, I'm going to draw a V like this. So you can consider it a string, and then I'm going to add another V inside which I'm going to place my tangle Bilt. So that's the string. So let's get started. So first I'm going to ink the string because I need it for the tangle Bilt. I'm also going to ink this part of my border because this semicircle kind of space we are going to place some other tangle. So I'm adding an aura inside. Take your time, slowly aura the inside space, and I'll do the same on the other side. Yeah, and then aura the inside space. Keep rotating your tile, don't move your hand much once it is in its comfort position. So inside here we can go with any tangle. So I'm going to add some flowy mukas there. Yeah, so these are Zentangle originals, these are not new tangles, so you can use any other tangle of your choice, feel free. Here's a big one. Again come back, again go back, again come back, and there's a place for the third one. Yeah, this arrangement of muka is also called the Tangle Elegant. Yeah, so 3 of them, and we'll see what we will do with the rest of the space. So let's do the same here. Again the next one, big one here, and the next one, yeah, so some bit of flux there goes pretty well as far as muka is concerned. Yeah, and same on the other. Yeah, the in-between spaces, again you can add whatever you feel like. I'm just going to add some bit of Knight's Bridge there, since the space is quite big. So I'll just add the Tangle Knight's Bridge. The space is small, so it is up to you. You can add anything you wish to. Small little spaces left here and there. Again some bit of Knight's Bridge there. So Knight's Bridge is a drama tangle, just like a checkerboard. You can draw the grid any which ways you want. Yeah, some bit of orbs here and there wherever you can accommodate, and then probably one hidden one here. Yeah, yeah, so now the rest of the small little spaces I will just ink it. Very small spaces you can comfortably go and ink it. Yeah, like this. So I will quickly do that. Meanwhile you can also, if you are drawing along, draw at your own pace. You can always pause the video, complete drawing what you are, and then again play it. Small spaces, you need to be patient, take your time. Yeah, so I think we are done with one section. So I'll do exactly the same exercise on this side also. So I'm done. Let us now move on to drawing our bilt. So I'm first going to ink my string again. add a double line since I have double line on the other side. Right, and now let's get started. So if you want, you can always add that reference line so that your V's are all in place. So the first V, lines perpendicular, the second V, perpendicular lines, and just go on like that. Slowly, one stroke at a time, don't haste up. Simple tangle to draw, purely line based. Yeah, nice woven look. So that's our first. Add a hidden one here, and similarly I'll do on this side also. Perpendicular lines, next V, perpendicular lines, next V. So a tangle very similar to this tangle is rags, or you can say very similar to betweed. I'll show you that also. Take your time, slowly. Almost finishing there. Yeah, so that's the tangle built. So once we are done with that, now we have this in between nice space. So I'm first going to add a nice moon pie and then use the rest of the space for my second tangle for the day, which is Soluna. Yeah, so let's start with a nice moon pie. Wherever I get a V shape, I don't know why, but I get tempted to draw this moon pie. Yeah, looks nice in those spaces. So the first layer is the Tangle Knightsbridge, but there is no hard and fast rule. It's an extended version of crescent moon, so you can deck up its auras the way you wish to. Yeah, so instead of orbs, placing some nice curled up printums. Again, add another aura. You can add as many as you want, extend it as much as you want. So I'll just add one more. Add some doodah there. Some bit of weight as I end the line, or you can say dot. Simple tangle to draw lines from both sides going up to 3/4 of the previous line. That's doodah. Yeah, you want, you can add some orbs. Before we finally move on to our Soluna, small little spaces there, just add that little bit of ink. It definitely adds to the look. Yeah, and then I am finally going to close my moon pie here, adding an aura so that it doesn't mess around with my next tangle. So auras are not just for enhancing the looks, they also, you know, kind of separate your tangle from the next It's a good way to highlight your tangle also. Yeah. So moving next to our tangle Soluna. Now going to add some orbs. So you can start either ways. Small orb, another aura, and the larger orb. Take your time. Add some nice lines. I have given a slight curve to the lines. It gives a little dimension, but you can always keep it straight. That's fine. Yeah, so you can add some bit of. So that's one more. And it's a good idea to add some weight there. Like this. Yeah. Going to the next. Again. 2 orbs. One more orb at a little distance. Take your time. Add those nice auras. Rotate your tile. Then again you can add another semicircle there and add a little weight to both so that it looks like a shadow or an extension like this. Yeah, again draw behind, always a good idea as far as Zentangle is concerned. Take your time. A slight curve to the lines will help you add a little dimension, a little 3D effect. Again, a little bit of drawing behind there. Yeah, so I am going to do this. Draw at your own pace. We have enough space there for this tangle. If you want, you can insert some bit of Bronx chairs or Bronx chairs flower, whatever. Yeah, maybe I do in between here. What say? I think it will look nice. So that's a small flower, and then you just have to keep extending it. A Bronx chair flower. Add some bit of ink here and there. Yeah, and then again one more layer. You can add as many layers. Generally we start big and then go small as we go to the outer layers. Yeah, then probably one more. So you can add any tangle of your choice. There's so many. Add some printums in between. Add some other flowers. You can also go with Soluna only. Just fill that entire space with Soluna. So it's your choice. These are suggestions. You can either do it the same way, or you can take a cue and then make it your own. Experiment, add new things. Yeah. So here again I'm going to add another aura. Add some weight. Yeah, so I'm going to continue like this. Probably one more layer would be a good idea. Yeah. So again placing one more here. You can also vary the size. So let's go bigger. Take your time. If you wish to, you can add some weight at the ends. Yeah, so many things that you can do. Maybe you can add inking to a few. So that will add a little drama also. How? Let me show you what I am talking about. So once you have drawn the outer aura and you create these sections. Maybe you can ink alternate sections and that will look different. Yeah, so let's do that also. So motive is to have fun, enjoy what you're doing. If you're getting ideas while you're drawing, do that. You don't have to stick to how the tangle is supposed to be. Tangleations are always nice. They indicate your personal touch. So do that. Yeah, see, it looks so prominent because of the inking. So let's add one more of this inked one. Yeah. So I'm done drawing my solunas and now I'm in the process of inking the rest of the space. Yeah, so if you want, you can go with very small tipples or you can ink whatever you feel like. Some bit of black always looks nice on the tile. Yeah, gives a nice contrast. So if you do have an opportunity, use it to add some black ink. So take your time and slowly ink the rest of the space at your own pace. No hurry. So I'm going to do that and get back to you. So I'm almost finishing with my inking on the last lap. Yeah, done with that. So let us now move on to shading our tile. So I'm going to first start with my bilt. So as I mentioned, good idea to add on both sides also because now it is kind of a border to my soluna. And then on these intersections, take your time, slowly add that graphite. Yeah, so I'm now going to blend. Don't blend too much, you don't want the entire thing gray, so the white should be discreet. Take your time, slowly blend your graphite. Yeah, I'll do the same on the other side. A slight touch at the edges, both sides, and then on the intersections. Take your time. Slowly blend the graphite. Leave the center line white. Don't blend too much. The white will act as a highlight to your tangle. Highlights are important as far as border tangles are concerned. Yeah, so that's our built. Coming to our mukas, I'm just going to add at the edges. Not going to shade my muka heads. So just softly blend and close the area, giving the pillow effect and not getting into shading my tangle individually. Another way to go about shading tangles. Yeah, so similarly I'll do for the other side also. Take your time. Yeah, going next to our moon pie. Slight touches here and there, not too much. Yeah, I don't think there is need to add more. And then finally our Soluna. As far as this is concerned, I'll just add some thick graphite on one side. Like this. Soluna, it's always a good idea to add a little touch of graphite here. Yeah. So not much spaces there, but you can always touch. Give a slight shadow there. And you can also add in the center. So take your time, slowly do that for each. Slight touch, not much, is all you need. A little shadow there. You've already added weight, so that will help. Yeah. You want, you can add little in between also. If there are some big ones, you can do that. For example, here you can add some around. Just make sure you don't have the entire thing go gray. Yeah, that's it. So I don't think we need more. Little touch here. slight extension there. That's about it. Yeah. Now if you want, you can add something on the black section, for example dots, small little dots, anything. That's optional. If you want to, you can. If you don't, just leave, you can leave it here. So I'll just see if I want to embellish a little. Small ones, not bad. Yeah. Very light small dots using my O5 jelly roll here. Not emphasizing the dots too much, just a small touch. That's about it. If you want, you can highlight. So highlights some in the center of your mocha where you have not added graphite. You can add a highlight here if you want to. You can also add it here, but on white it's not really required. And some highlight here. That's it. Yeah, so that's our tile for today. Let us close it here. So I'm going to place my chop. Don't forget to sign and date it. Today is, I think, 13th. Yeah. So see you again with another new session, some more new tangles. Till then, have a good time. Bye-bye.